Hello and welcome back to the Heart of Keys. My name is Vince. I'm a Christian singer, songwriter, musician, and I love making music. So in my last video, I shared a song idea with you guys, and as promised, I wanted to make a three-part video series for the basics of songwriting. And if you saw my last video, then you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, please go back and watch it. And also, these are the six steps that I'm talking about here. Is melody, the key of the song, the tempo, the lyrics, the instrumentation, and arrangement. Um, Now, depending on who you ask, someone else may have more than six steps, and I'll say there's more to it than that, obviously, but these are the six that I want to focus in on today. Um, so let's start out with melody, and then we'll work up to the key of the song because I think those kind of go hand in hand. And when I'm writing a song, I find that the melody somehow forms itself in my head first, and then I'm trying to figure out how to pick it out on the piano, and then after that, I'm trying to figure out what key I want to sing it in. So I'll be talking about those two today. So without any further ado, let's just get right to it. Okay, so you can't see me, but I just wanted to talk about how I came up with the melody. And well, like I said, the melody came to me, and then now I'm trying to get it out. So I was hearing this. I was hearing. So that's all I was hearing. I was like, okay, so there's your bass. I was like, okay, so and then I started to sing with it. I wanna bring your glory down, bring your glory down. I wanna bring your glory down, bring your glory down. God, you're faithful, you're great. The bass stays the same. Faithful in all your ways. It's basically the same chords. God, you're faithful, you're great. Faithful in all your ways. God, you're faithful, you're great. Faithful in all your ways. God, you're faithful, you're great. Faithful in all your ways. And that's pretty much it. But then, so obviously you want to be able to, you know, be a little bit more creative than that. So then that's where I would just the bass really helps support your melody. So what I did there is I just added a little bit of my spin on it. So instead of doing, so I just did it's the same thing. So I wanna bring your glory down, bring your glory down. I wanna bring your glory down, bring your glory down. You see what I'm saying? Like it's the same melody, but at the same time, you just kind of add a little bit more to it to give it more of a signature, if you can say that. Okay, so now moving on to the so the God you're faithful. Where's it at? God you're faithful, you're great, faithful in all your ways. God you're faithful, you're great. Sorry, that was the wrong chord there. Faithful in all your ways, God, you're faithful, your great. Faithful in all your ways, God, you're faithful, you're great. Faithful in all your ways. And it's the same thing for that last part that I added, which said, um, so bring your glory down. Send your glory, send your glory down. Bring your glory, bring your glory down. Send your glory, send your glory down. And it's the same thing. Now, I didn't say anything about this yet, but the chord progression that I was using. So basically, I'm doing uh, a E flat minor chord starting out to a D flat to a B to a G flat, E flat minor to a D flat, a B, G flat minor, and that's pretty much it. So if we want to look at the key of the song, we can uh, say, okay, how do I find the key? And that's one of the things that when I first started with music, I was always asking people, how do I know what key the song is in? And everyone would say something completely off the wall because no one could really explain it because it's such an in-depth thing. Like you have to know music theory, and it just gets really complicated and crazy stuff. So, and now this little thing here that I've been using, this little method to kind of help me find it, is kind of simple really, because you're already here, you're already there. Okay, so okay, we got G flat, was it A flat, B flat, and then what else do we use in the song? There's a D flat in there. We use a D flat, and then we also use a E flat. So I'm looking at all these five notes here. I'm thinking, okay, um, all right. So okay, let's think about a scale, like the scale, this what scale would work for, or what key this scale would work with. So, or what scale would work with this key? I'm sorry. So we have these five. So let's do because right now I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's in G flat, but I don't know. But my starting note was E flat minor, and used to be I would always think the first chord that I start playing in, that's the key of the song. And a lot of times it can be, but sometimes you find out that it's not. So another way to kind of think about that is, okay, so E flat, okay, okay, so that's where I'm starting. Okay, and I'm looking at, okay, let's look at a G flat scale. We got G flat, sorry, G flat, A flat, B flat, B. Oh yeah, B's in there too. I'm sorry, I didn't do that. D flat, E flat. I'm sorry, F, back to a G flat. So if you look at that, okay, so we're in the G flat scale. And one thing to think about is find your, if you know anything about your major and your minor chords, um, let's see, or so you have your major scale. Okay. Now what I think, okay, I'm really thinking that we're in a G flat. We're in a G flat key. So let me another way we can kind of test our theory is, okay, so that E flat that falls in there is the 6 the sixth note in that scale. That being said, um, that being said, what? That being said, almost kind of confirms that we are in that key, because this the relationship between the major and the minor. So in a major scale, the minor chord would always be your sixth note. Um, so E flat is indeed the sixth note of G flat major scale. So then that would that would make me that pretty much tells me I'm in G flat. So let's see. Wanna bring glory down, bring your glory down. God, your faithful, your great, faithful in all your ways. Yeah. So I don't know. I hope this was enlightening or helpful to y'all out there, and I apologize if it was a little bit kind of boring or technical. I just really wanted to give you guys a kind of big picture of the things that I do or go through when I'm trying to figure out my song. Or and maybe you can use this as well for your song if you're writing a song and you don't know where to get started, or you don't you're hearing these things, these melodies or these notes in your head, but you don't really know how to kind of pick them out. So I really hope that this helped you guys. Okay, so I hope that this video was helpful and uh, entertaining. If not anything else, I had a lot of fun making it, and I look forward to making the next two. And I did not have time to go into um, recording that part of it, recording the piano part for the verse and the chorus. However, I did take the liberty when I was sick to commit that time to working on that to make sure I had that captured. So I'll put a small snippet of that on there as I leave this video. And again, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate all the support, all the love. Please continue to watch, like, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you all. God bless you all.